before I start the demo, I have a few questions for you to consider. Are you worried about adverse media attention? Do you have multiple marketing channels with a blanket yes/no ask? Do you lose sleep about over-suppressing? And do you really know your supporter? If the answer to any of these questions is yes, in the next few minutes, I will help you understand how Consentric allows your supporters to gain trust and have more control through multiple touch points, putting them at the heart of your organization whilst keeping IT, marketing, and risk departments happy. So who are we? Consentric is a consent and preference management platform that empowers your supporters to tell you what they really want and how they want you to work with them, building a transparent relationship. We do this compliantly, providing a full audit trail via a centrally managed service, which integrates seamlessly with Salesforce and your own web interfaces. Every organization needs to capture consent. We even saw an opt-in option being used during Ray's Now's payment processing interaction in the second demo. So let's take a look. Integrated seamlessly within Salesforce, you can access the Consentric application through Sales and Service Clouds, where consent is recorded and stored against a contact. Here, you can see a pre-built matrix of consent options, which can be configured to specific requirements, giving you a better understanding of your supporters. For this demo, we've grouped consent captured by data channels, such as email, post, calls, and SMS. Alternatively, you can view the purpose, which shows the activity your supporters are interested in and want to hear about. This granularity allows supporters to tailor the communications they receive, ensuring they're engaged with the content most relevant to them, whilst increasing opt-in rates for you and avoiding complete loss of date contacts from blanket yes or no asks. So some of your most valuable conversations happen over the phone, so using this opportunity to ask your supporters for their consent and preference is absolute gold dust. However, we understand you rely on volunteers to help you manage supporter requests and activities. Some may have experience, whilst being volunteers, others may not. And our application allows for the next best consent actions, which can help train your teams with clear prompts. We ensure you can uphold supporter requests, making it simple for your supporter care, marketing teams, and supporters themselves to understand and manage. So using the consent we have already captured, we want to send John an email in real time from account pages or email links from ESP, including Marketing Cloud and Pardot. In this instance, using Salesforce inbuilt email functionality, we choose an email template, which we've already embedded the consent engagement module into. Once John receives the email, he clicks on the link, which takes him directly to the web interface, where he now has the controls to manage his own preferences. Positive media attention is critical for any organisation, but none more so than non-profit, who rely on their sponsors to have a great experience. So allowing supporters to have control, building on trust and transparency, is essential to ensure they stay engaged. You might think the configuration is complicated and it's all too difficult, but we've simplified it all, reducing reliance on IT for simple updates. Although we won't go into detail today, you can see a snapshot of the Consentric admin portal, which shows how easily you can be in control of managing consent and preference data with a simple administration area to configure the permissions you capture and make available to sponsors. So now a change has been made, we can go back to the web interface and see the changes in real time. The consent and preferences, whilst all of this has been going off, have now automatically been updated in the Salesforce instance. The regulators are on your back, though, wanting evidence of consent management for GDPR. Don't worry, we've got that covered. In the History tab, you can see that we audit all aspects of consent captured. We showed John updating his own preferences by clicking on the email and amending his consent on the web. We provide evidence of these changes, including who, what, where, and when the changes were made, and all this was mapped to the relevant privacy policy and permission statement shared at that time. The platform, however, is not just limited to consent. We cater for management of tracking of all 6 lawful bases under GDPR, including legitimate interest, which is important for non-profits to capture. Ultimately, we want to help you protect your brand, supporters, and employees by giving you the tools required to evidence your actions. Supported by Salesforce State of the Marketing Report, marketers tend to use at least 15 different data sources within an organization to target customers, supporters, and prospects. Therefore, we understand that your landscape may not just be an instance of Salesforce, so we help you connect supplementary systems for centralized consent and preference management and simply connectivity to existing data sources or warehouses. So how simple is it? A large international charity were using the Consentric app on Salesforce, available on the App Exchange within 3 hours. So to summarize, Consentric puts the supporter at the heart of your organization, enabling you to perfectly balance privacy and personalization. It is simple to configure, deploy, adopt, and maintain. This will help you regain and retain supporters while evidencing compliance. Why not click on the App Exchange Get It Now button so you can engage in a free trial? Thank you.